Bob, have a good day, yeah?
Yeah, alright. Got fucking 10 strollers in one spot. Alright, we got 4% already, so we can go charge. To go wash out my cups. This fella, this African fella, is telling me that Chinese business in Africa is not colonialism. Well, man, the way it works, it's, you can call it business or you can call it colonialism. It's still the same fucking thing. I mean, if it's, are you saying that colonialism has a different meaning if it's done by somebody else? Because it's still the same fucking thing. It doesn't matter if it's business or colonialism. You're still in Africa and you don't belong there. Right? Whether you're Chinese or European, you're still doing the same fucking colonialist shit, right? Whether it's business or not. Granted, it was always business. Anyway.
It's like a classic British cow. Like,
so the video got saved, got shut off, but the video did save without being corrupted, which is, it usually doesn't do that. It does not save video before it shuts off, but it did this time. It's a stroller competizione stradale. Anyway, we gotta go to Holborn. Get your lunch.
going home now, so you've got to get the train.
Marina, who's the whale.
You can walk out of this fucking washroom. We gotta walk all the way to fucking Holborn now, and it closes early. Got rid of some of that burping, but it's gonna come back. Yeah, lots of burping, lots of poison. I'm sick and tired of it, really. This shit hurts my stomach pretty bad. We gotta walk all the way to Holborn now. Very chaotic over here over absolutely nothing. It's just, it's getting to be a hassle just to be here in this queue every day. Because it's just too much fucking horsing around. Too much fucking horsing around. Fucking around. Yeah, this burping shit is in absolutely everything they bring us. These homeless fucking drones must be taking some kind of antidote. Because, I mean, they give the same burping shit to everybody. And they must have been giving them some kind of antidote to this burping poison, because it's in everything. So they're not burping, I am. They're not burping, I am. So they got some kind of antidote going around these homeless hobos.
I mean, Fulham, so I've just come from Fulham, innit? I'm still at school, isn't it? And food.
I mean, like I said, it's it really depends on, you know, China involvement in Africa. You know, Chinese involvement in Africa is on the same level that you have in America. In America, they got farmland, they got food companies, pork and beef companies. Apparently, they got the fucking NBA or something. You know, in the absence of racist white people, they're going to trade racist white people for racist Chinese. just because they're not white, and end up with the same deal. Yeah, they're going to end up with the same deal, the same racist deal, except that it's not white racist, it's Chinese racist. And they're taking over America and Africa at the same time. Because whites are racist. And apparently the Chinese are not. But, you know, it's one trade, it's a trade for another. You know, you trade one for another. And you end up with the same thing. It doesn't matter, you know, so far as I'm concerned. This fella's saying, wow, everybody's walking the other way. Look at these fucking zombies. You know, this fella's saying that it's not business in Africa these days is not colonialism. If they're selling you fucking electricity and phones, and they're buying your dirt, and they're buying everything else that can be bought that has any value, yeah, it is colonialism. It was business when the Europeans did it. It was business when the Europeans went in there, wasn't it? Minus the killing, because they're saying, oh, Leopold was slaughtering by, you know, Africans by the millions, and it was just bloodthirsty. Leopold was slaughtering them, and clearly, if, like I said before, if you're involved with this framing program, and Whitey gets word of it, dumb fuck, you're gonna be slaughtered. Yeah, if Whitey gets the upper hand because you're stealing shit in here and you're pretending that it's not stolen, and Whitey gets the upper hand, you're probably going to be fucking slaughtered, and that's what Leopold did. Yeah, that's the reason why he did it. Obviously, something was up in the air after the Battle of Worcester. You know, the House of Stuart and the slave trade, which, like I said, didn't need to happen because Europe didn't have it. The Jews didn't have to do it. It could have been anybody else. And if you're involved in some kind of fucking ridiculous framing gig, stealing shit, and Whitey gets the upper hand, you're gonna be outright fucking slaughtered, as you fucking deserve. As you clearly fucking deserve, right? And that's exactly what Leopold did. Oh, you know, Leopold was such a bloodthirsty fucker. He just went in there and slaughtered everybody for no fucking reason at all, you know? No, there's a reason to everything. Yeah, there's a reason to everything. Obviously, at that time, you know, it was after Worcester, it was after fucking Freemasonry, the slave trade with the Jews, which didn't need to happen, and the Jews didn't need to do it. And he went in there and cleaned up house. Clearly. Yeah, that's what happened with Leopold. He just went in there and cleaned up house because those idiots were involved with this framing gig. Well, like I said, they want to pretend that, no, it wasn't that. They just did it just because. Everybody just marches into everybody else's country and slaughters people outright. You know, for no fucking reason at all. Everybody does that, especially a white European. Yeah, everybody does that. It couldn't have been that. Well, like I said, it's, you know, this fella's trying to make me believe that somehow doing business over there is not colonialism because they're not killing people yet. Are you saying it's not colonialism because they're not killing people yet? Well, give it a minute. You know, give it another 50 years, 20 years or so. And they'll poison the water and the food and they'll turn off your fucking electricity. Maybe give you a nice digital reader to bump up your bill. And you're not going to pay it. And they're going to cut off your fucking power. and they're gonna poison all the fucking food and the water. Yeah, give it another 20 years or so after they buy everything. Yeah, and we'll see about it then, huh? Just like they're doing over here right now. They poisoned everything that they fucking produce. That they can bring to a fucking store. Yeah, give it another 20 years. You know, like I said, guys, you know, you trade one for another. There's a reason for everything. No one goes to Africa, you know, no one goes to Africa and, you know, any European and just start slaughtering Africans for no fucking reason. Obviously, they were involved in this framing gig.
Yeah.
Even back then.
Yeah, he's at university.
I know, I'm fucking tired. I ate those fucking cereal. The cereal was poison, the poison as well. It's gross.
The things that I was doing, like, don't get me wrong, many of the things that I was doing.
At the same time, after the Worcester, they're over here telling us about some kind of lost African prince. Luckily, someone wrote a fucking book about it. Definitely looked like a hominid fellow to me. And one of the infamous dickheads. And obviously, this fella came from Ghana, fucking Ethiopia. I don't remember what they said about him, the lost prince of Africa or some shit like that. And we know how that ended up over here. And the reason why everybody's fucking black. Probably. Yeah.
But then now again, I've gotten used to it.
It is.
About 11%, so we're adding power. You know, if you have Tencent selling phones in China and it's number one seller in Africa for the past 10 years, and they're building power plants and they're operating power dams and they're buying up dirt and food companies and all the rest of it, and farmland and zoos and shit, then obviously, you know, you're gonna have an issue there sooner or later. Sooner or later, you're gonna have an issue with China buying too much of Africa, or China buying too much of America, or whatever the fucking case may be. It's always going to lead to a problem. It doesn't matter where it happens, with whatever fucking race you want to make it. You know, whatever race might be involved in it, if it's white, black, Amerindian, whatever fucking Asian, you know, it doesn't matter. You're usually going to run into some kind of problems if they sell you phones, sell you electricity, they buy your farmland and your food companies. Yeah, you're obviously eventually going to run into some problems with that deal. Understand? But it's business, you know, it's not colonialism. Well, give it another 20 years and it's going to change your mind. In about 20 years, you know, that you might have a different opinion.
Yeah. So I love that. I used to think about
You're going to have a different opinion in another 20 years or so. My fucking back hurts. I will say though, even though the Chinese are very industrious people these days, and you know, they definitely brought up a lot of industry in China. They really haven't been able to bring themselves up physically as Chinese people, because they follow this Ashkenazi Africanization, European mixture. And even though, like I said, they seem to follow through with this Ashkenazi breeding program, because they're becoming very Africanized. It's the same in Japan as well. They're becoming Africanized, and you see it here in London. Some of them got coarse hair. Some of them seem to have some kind of version of albinism, which is not normal for them. Some kind of fucking weird looking albinism, which is not supposed to happen in Asians. They definitely are mixed as well with this Ashkenazi mixture. They're becoming, it's the same in Japan as well. You know, it's interesting. They might have a lot of industry and freedom. You know, there's no obstacles in their way, like in my case. They seem to have no obstacles in their way. But they don't have that kind of freedom. Yeah, to dictate what they look like, to dictate, you know, what racial makeup they have. They don't seem to have that kind of freedom. They seem to have every other freedom except that freedom, because they're becoming, like I said, Africanized and Ashkenazi. Like Ashkenazi, they have this Ashkenazi mixture of African and European. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the standard, it seems, for the rest of the world. You know, it seems to be a standard these days. Minus myself, which is obviously why this is happening. My stomach hurts. We're running out of battery. About 13%. And not to mention that, you know, they're all transgender. Welcome to the satanic 616 universe. Everybody's transgender and nobody knows why. Nobody can tell you why. Just because. You know, reasons. See if Andrew shows up tonight. It didn't show up on Tuesday. You know, like I said, guys, it is my opinion that it's a lot easier for white people to do what you've been doing so far. Take a seat back, and watch it spiral out of control. Yeah, take a seat back. I'm going to settle up this bag hopefully this year. And my take on the situation is let them fucking do as they please. Take a seat back, isolate yourself from the problem, and allow them to follow through with the conclusion of whatever the fuck they're doing, which is nothing good. Yeah, which is absolutely nothing good. Like I said, these heifers have done wrong for the last 2,000 years. That's a lot of wrongdoing. You understand? It's a lot of wrongdoing. You know, in their pursuit of white people, like I said, because it started with the Greeks, the Persians, the Ottoman Empire, Genghis Khan, and fucking Roman Empire, like I said, they all invaded Europe. And in their infinite pursuit of white people everywhere on the planet, they just, you know, for the last 2,000 years, have done absolutely nothing good. Nothing good. You can honestly look at every decade for the last 2,000 years and honestly say that they've done absolutely nothing fucking good. Nothing fucking good anywhere. Anywhere. Just because of this desperate heifer fucking hominid trying to chase down fucking white people anywhere they can. Yeah? They spent every military resource in the last 2,000 years. Like I said, the Civil War in America, the War of Independence, they were going to get independence anyway. All of them meat grinders. All of them meat grinders just to take a shot at white people. You understand? World War I and World War II, same situation again. White people apparently cannot find common ground. They went to war with each other twice in 2 world wars. The second time doesn't make any sense because they went in there to rescue Jews who they said killed Jesus, who they said brought them slavery, who they said brought them segregation. Yeah? America did it 4 fucking times in 150 years. I mean, that's a lot of times to take a shot at Germany. 4 fucking times. They just have this endless appetite. These fucking heifers got this appetite that needs to be wiped from their fucking mouths to fuck around with white people. You understand? That's what they're about. Yeah, they seem to have an endless fucking appetite to hit at and strike at white people anywhere they find them, including this situation right now. Understand? It's the reason why they haven't done anything good in the last 2,000 years. Plus Christianity, plus your Bible, which is written by a hominid, plus your Book of Enoch, which is written by a hominid, which doesn't mention the hominid. The fucking Bible doesn't mention the hominid either. It doesn't tell you that the Nephilim were at war with the hominid. Obviously, for obvious reasons, it doesn't tell you this. And you have to find out from me. Is this going to turn green today or what? It just turned green again for the fucking cars. Anyway, I'm tired, thirsty still hungry. My stomach still hurts. Let's see if Andrew shows up tonight with some more magical soup. Like I said, didn't even show up last Tuesday. Whatever. it.